Hello and good morning. My name is John Barley and welcome back to Silverlöpning episode 3. So, as you just saw from the short clips, a lot of things happened since we last saw each other. I sold a container of 6-meter logs, which was 48,000 euros in profit. Was the gray one, which you saw me started loading. Then I utilized my truck, which is just waiting right over there, and bought a trailer for container hauling. The fire station had a big demand on wood chips, so I chipped everything I had, all these small ends, put them through the wood chipper which I leased, and I sold all these wood chips at the fire station. Then I sold a container of 9-meter logs, which was the yellow one, 72,000 euros profit. I sold 9 drums of metal with 53,000 euros profit. And I bought a used tanker trailer, which replaced the leased AB1 for water transportation, and this was came up in the sale for about 7,000 euros. And also I found a new sculpture while I was exercising with my horses. The owl sculpture was found and I returned it to the museum, and all in all that is the reason why I'm already at 274,000 euros profit, as you can see. So what I will now do is load up the very last log of the big container. This is a 12-meter container with 12-meter logs, and I think now it's full, 44,000 liters. Yes, close it, and then we will bring this one to the what's it called? The selling station, the container sell point for wood. And what we will also need to do is bring the regular lumber, which is on that IT runner over there, to the to one of the normal sell points for selling there, because I had a very big oak tree which was growing on my property where I was clearing the land, and this oak tree, well, basically ruined my stacking of that lumber container, so that's why we need to sell this later on as well. What will also happen today is I found somebody who is so kind and will buy some of the very old used machine which is on my property. He told me he has interest in that old excavator and the old wheel loader, but maybe that guy will also buy some of the old other equipment. I don't know. As far as I know, it's now 11 o'clock, and I think he will be at my property with his low loader basically right now, and I told him I have no interest in these and he can take what he wants and what he can carry, and really happy if he does so, and all that stuff is gone. But with this container loaded, we have finally cleared the land where we want to plant our first field, or where we want to create our first field to plant some arable crops. It is September, and if we look at the crop calendar, I was hoping that we can still grow oats for our horses, but we can only wheat and barley. We can plant, not grow, plant wheat and barley. We can also still plant canola now in September, but the question is, how long will it take me to yeah, create the field, fertilize it, lime it, all that stuff. So let's just sell that big container of lumber here. 100,000. Okay. I mean, I got 48,000 for a 6-meter log. This is 12 meters, more or less double, 27,000. I mean, let's check the prices for wood. Maybe the wood prices. I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest. Container warehouse 2,200. Okay, yes, it dropped a little bit, but I mean, it's 100,000. I mean, what am I complaining about? Speaking about 100,000, now that I have 370,000 euros sitting here, what I can do now is pay off my $200,000 loan, and I will be debt free right now. Fantastic. So I now own the iron furnace and the belonging property or the corresponding property, yeah, completely. It's not owned by the bank anymore, it's my own facility, which is quite nice. Yep. What else? So, oh yeah, speaking of buying, let's just park here for a second. And what I mean, until, well, basically 2 minutes ago, really 2 literal minutes ago, there was a JCB Fast Track in the sale, which I was really tempted to buy. But now, what I see here is a front loader, a TM320. This is quite nice because I was thinking about, well, I do all the front loader work at the farm, around the farm is done by my little Linda, and it works great, absolutely great. But I was thinking about upgrading to something like this, which has a much bigger own weight, 8.7 tons, which can probably carry a little bit more logs, because my intention is also to help out the community who do some log transporting contracts, and something like this would be very nice for hauling logs around. Yeah, low beacons, no QFIT. I mean, QFIT is the actually JCB adapter, but all the tools we get in game have this Manitou attachment, so I leave it on that one because it basically looks better. Main color, yes, let's keep it JCB yellow. Rim color, JCB yellow. 1000 for standard color. Matte gray, yeah. And license plate, 29.9 hours. So this is basically, for your information, this is what I do to the license plate of my used equipment. I use a license plate which says basically the hours which this thing has at the moment. So let's buy it. Fantastic. And now, talking about plows, we also wanted to plow out our new field. I mean, these are way too wide. Normally I go for this one, but I don't know if it's only me. I mean, it has a horsepower requirement of 180 horsepower, but I struggle even with higher horsepowers. So I was thinking about this one, the Lizard CHB 11, 12, 13 and 14. So the 11 is 4.4 meters, 220 horsepower, 4.8 meters, 250 horsepower, 5.2 meters, 290 horsepower. I think the class has about something around that. So yeah, main color black, design color, I think we can leave it all like that. Yeah, buy it 14,000. So we have the plow to start plowing our field, which is quite nice actually. Oh look! I got paid 1,951 twice, so I think this is the payment from that guy who was buying our old equipment. Let's just go back to our farmyard and see yeah, what's going on there. See if this stuff is sold. I see you in a bit. So here we are, and yes, the guy kept his word. The old wheel loader and the old excavator are both gone. Fantastic. Now that we are here, let's just quickly repair our two harvesters. They did a quite job, 5,500 repair cost. Okay, but you could really see that when you were driving uphill that, well, they were struggling because they lacked power after all that work they've been doing so far. This is still too high to put under that shed. Okay, so we will put it park the truck really great because I wanted to put it between that path and my house. No matter. So also repair the Komatsu, which you can see is really bad, in really bad shape, but also this one did a really well job cutting down all those trees. $10,000 euros repair cost. Okay. Yes. Now I think we need to move that harvester as well, and then we can start our field over here. Oh yes, we wanted to take this lumber to the next best sell point as well. So strap everything down, fire it up. Speaking about my vehicles, what's my horsepower of the tractor? 358 horsepower. Okay, it will have no big deal with the plow. So the locks overhang quite a bit, but yep, that worked. I think my truck will be in my way again, isn't it? Yes, it is. Great, John. Really great. Great parking job. Put it here for the moment. So this wood, yeah, where shall we sell it? So wood sell prices, old sawmill 1.9, paper factory 1.7, Sweden export 1.8, sawmill 1.7. So the old sawmill with 1,900 is the place which will give me the best price for it. So put the beacons on. I mean, which because this is quite a high load and a long load, big overhang. So I mean, we basically just been there for selling the whoa. Okay. Note to myself, be really careful with this load. I will see you in a second. So here we are back, now with our new quiet telescopic wheel loader. Was it just me? I mean, I wasn't that fast, was I? I'm not so sure. I thought I was at a okay speed, not a speed where this thing should have tipped over. But made it back, raise that up, go back, yep. Telescopic wheel loader, JCB, fantastic product. I once drove these for real only on a not in a field or did extensive work with it. It was a yard, a factory yard from JCB, and these things they fly. Absolutely great piece of equipment, great machine, these TM320s. But I digress. So let's get back to the class. Still running, and now let's go to the old sawmill, hoping that I will not tip this load again. I mean, okay, that one log is quite high and the heavy oak tree is sitting quite high on it. Yeah, I probably was too fast, so I will pay more attention. I will see you at the sawmill. Bam! Wood sold. 15,000. I think it's not all of it. Nope. There's still something hanging on the trailer. Yes, don't go too deep in the water. And bam. Okay, not a fortune, but better than nothing. So another 15,000 in the bank. Now we can go back to the shop, pick up our plow, and then we will start plowing. Plowing our own field, creating our own first arable field. Yeah, I will pick up the plow and I see you back at the farm. Well, I said I see you back at the farm, but here we are at the shop. I now have my new plow on the front of this tractor. The weight which I had at its front previously is now located at the back of my container. Why am I already here or still here at the shop and not at the farm? Well, just to mention something, the shop owner agreed to keep the Manitou telehandler instead of that small Schaefer for doing all this hauling around at the shop. The reason is because he saw how well that Manitou handled all the containers. It can lift even the large 12-meter containers onto a flatbed, which the small Schaefer couldn't do. So he agreed in a switch. I repaired and washed the Manitou, and now the Manitou is the machine at the shop. The Schaefer, Schaefer or Schaeffler? I'm not so sure. Let's just check for sure. The front loader vehicle. Schaefer. So Schaefer, the little Schaefer. I don't know why I thought it was called Schaeffler. I don't know. The little Schaefer is at the iron furnace. As you saw in the clip at the beginning of the video, I used it to load the metal drums to my trailer, my car trailer or my pickup trailer, and worked absolutely fine with that, with these large, heavy steel drums. So no issue there. That is why I think it can stay there for the time being and do his job. So Yeah, I will tidy up the yard a little bit, and when I'm done I will come back to you and we will start doing the plowing together. So just see you in a second. So the yard is tidied up a little bit. My tree harvesters are standing here with my tree felling tractor. Put the harvester over here, and I tried to put the truck and the trailer into that shed, but the headache rack of the trailer is too high. It won't fit in there, but I was thinking maybe I will switch it for this one here. I think the headache rack is a little bit lower there, and it's basically the same thing. Only the depends is that this trailer I have now would be an auto load bale trailer, and the other one, the Krone one, isn't, but that's not a big deal. I mean, when I do bales, I don't intend to have it as an O-load. This is also the O-load function of that trailer I have here is disabled, but no matter. I think the important thing is now that we can start our field, or maybe just go a little bit into landscaping, painting. Gravel, is that gravel what we have here in the yard? I think so, right? No. Is it mud? Yes, okay, it's mud. Well, but honestly, I think I prefer gravel when it comes to my footpath out of my house into my yard. I think I can put it like that a little bit, and this will also give us the edge of our field. So little curved, fantastic. So there we have the edge of our, I think the edge of our field, but also, oh yes, something which I heavily need here at my little what do you call it, property, is this an outhouse. It's quite an urgent desire to have that outhouse here. I think I will put it back here. Where are the triggers? Well, I just go for it, and I hope it will work. Just have a short look at it. Well, nicely placed. And we can make another way over here, but just let me just quickly put the, okay, fantastic. So the triggers are in front, filling in. So we need straw, wood chips, and water. We can make manure from straw, we can make manure from wood chips, and we can make slurry from water. So we have water. I think the first thing now to do is just make a small path to this one as well from my back door. Wonderful. So, okay, a little steep, but it's okay. So, yeah, now let's start with our field. Unfold our plow. So it would be quite a odd-shaped field, I know that, but this doesn't matter. So, field is plowed. Next up is lime, and with regards to lime, I was thinking about the addition to the IT runner, which is this one over here. 21,000. License plate none. Got it. So, where can I put my plow? I'm not so sure if it fits in the barn, because it's still, even though it's folded now, it still looks very wide. I think I can put it here without the risk of it rolling down the hill. Well, it works. Okay, now grabbing my IT runner, trailer, lower trailer, back, if you want to call it like that, and then I will get the fertilizer spreader, fill it with lime, and I will lime the field. So I will see you, when, I don't think when this is done, but I will see you again when I'm back here at the farm with a fertilizer spreader full of lime. See you in a second. So, welcome back. As you see, my class tractor is really struggling to go up that hill, so I will quickly repair it to get a little bit of the original horsepower back. Also, that IT runner fertilizer and lime spreader bag apparently did not really 8,000, wow, did not really work on the, I mean it works, but it doesn't really fit onto that trailer bag, onto that IT runner trailer. It's designed for the shorter one, so, but no matter, I think it will still work. So I just wanted to see one thing. Well, it would really spread out to the whole 32 meters, but I think for our small field here, I think 15 meters is more than enough, especially when I go down the edge over here, where I think the width of the field is like, well, not even 15, I mean it's 10, maybe 7 meters. We will see it when we harvest that narrow strip here, when we have the header for the harvester. We will really see how wide it is, but it's probably only 5 to 6 meters over here. But no matter, we will plant wherever we can and harvest wherever we can too. So come on. I think I really need to get rid of that fence that my predecessor put up here. It's getting annoying. And speaking of that fence, another thing what I want to do, anything new come up? No, I have a baler. Is with regards to land, I want to purchase land 30 over here. It's only 9,700. I can afford that, so buy. And now we will just use the building menu. We will definitely remove the fence up to there, and all this fence now needs to go as well, because this land is now my land, and I have the intention, I will do this off camera, clear all these trees here, and when everything's cleared, first I need to think about a bridge, which probably will go here, but I need to see. And then we will put up a maple syrup farm right here. That's where I wanted to have my maple syrup production. Yeah, so that's next thing to do. But now, for now, first let's continue with the preparation of our field now that we have almost completely lined it. Next thing is removing stones. I think I will do this off camera. I will lease a little stone picker, one of the Degelmans. I think I can do this right now. I mean, there's the watered one, but this is a little bit too much for now. So what we have here, 2.4 meters, 2 meters. Do I really go for that 40 centimeters extra? 2,000, yeah. So release that one. I will do this, as I said, off camera, and I think I will see you again when it's time to, well, start seeding. So see you in a second. So here we are again, back at the yard. I rearranged some of my trailers to give me a little bit more space in the yard, because the wood chipper facing into the yard, well, basically consumed a lot of room, so I put it in that direction now, put the Brandner trailer behind it, and the two smaller Brandners are now located over there to, yeah, just in case I need them. I bought some fertilizers, liquid fertilizer, because I have the sprayer, and I bought some seed, which will now go into the seeder. So the field has been rolled, it has been seeded, it has been fertilized. Everything is done now. I got weeds in it, it's growing. Yeah, everything's fine, and I think that is where we will finish off this episode. As I said off camera, I will cut all the trees on my new piece of land over there. As you've seen in the fertilizer clip, I need to cut down one tree over there because it's in the way when I fertilize this field. I think for future, I don't know how many crops I will plant in here. Maybe at a later stage I will plant something that will regrow. Poplars is the obvious way to go here on this map. But as I said, this is the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, or even do subscribe. Don't drink and drive. And until next time, bye bye.